classic North Phoenix suburban stead shenanigans. So today I'm at Home Depot, I'm just picking up a few things, and while I'm driving home, my radiator blows. Water all over the windshield, steam everywhere, temperature rising, but I was right by O'Reilly Auto Parts. So I whip in there and I pick up a new radiator. Thank God they had one in stock. This is a 2001 Jeep Wrangler. And we just last weekend, this is the irony, just last weekend, my son, who has a 2002 Jeep Wrangler, was here at the Suburban Stead where we replaced his water pump and replaced the radiator in his Jeep. We know exactly what to do. We don't have to take the fan off or anything else. We just need to loosen up the shroud, undo all of the pipes, of course, take the radiator out, put the new one in, fill her up. Hopefully we'll get it done right. Welcome to the North Phoenix Suburban Stead. Bang! Nasty crap right there. Right. Welcome back to the North Phoenix Suburban Stead. My name is Rich. Today's been a real kick in the balls again. Unexpectedly, today's July 1st. It is super wicked hot out in Arizona. This morning we took the Jeep down and removed some furniture for my daughter. By the time we got back to her apartment, my radiator blew. And here's the kick in the balls. I just replaced this thing a couple of months ago, back in April. Less than 700 miles and the thing freaking blew again. So I got a new radiator. We're going to replace that. I also bought a new thermostat. We're going to replace that too. Bad news. It's freaking hot as hell out in July. It's and I got to do this. Wasn't planning on it, but we've done it before a few times, know exactly what to do. So hopefully it'll go quick. Some of the good news is that they had the same radiator in stock. It's under warranty because it's only 3 months old, so I'll be able to get my money back. And because I'm going to replace the radiator, I'll be able to get a little bit better access to removing the pump manifold, or whatever it's called, to get to the thermostat to replace that as well. We might as well while we're here. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to replace the thermostat. Let me show you what I've got here. So here's a new gasket, and I got an OEM thermostat for 195 degrees because it's stinking hot in Arizona. Anyway, that's inside this manifold here. So the first thing I'm going to do is to take off some of these pipes, some of these tubes, the electrical, just start taking some things apart. Then I'm going to take the shroud for the fan and take that off. That should only be 4 bolts. And then be able to slide that back. 6 bolts on the radiator, should be able to take it right out, put it back in. If you can see on the screen that I had replaced this one back in April of 2023. at, let's call it 154,000 miles even. Right now I'm at 154,700, and it's July 1st to be exact. This was done on April 15th. So kind of irritating. Good news is I'm going to get the warranty back. Here's the crack. Alright, so right off the freaking bat is the drain plug is so freaking tight. I can't even get it off. I got channel locks here trying to twist it off. You. I can't even get a little bit on it. Oh man, that really, really, really sucks. I'm gonna have to drain it from the... This is gonna make a mess. All right, so I can't get the drain plug out. Probably because I tightened it so freaking hard the first time. And I went to turn it and the tabs broke off and it just sucks. So this is gonna be a mess. But I'm gonna see if I can drain from here. You can't see, but I got a bucket under here. Oh man, I made a mess. It's draining at least, but I'm gonna have to clean this up and change my shirt. See you in a bit. Check this out. There's I don't know if you can see in there. Let me get a better camera angle, but right in here, it looks like there's an old rusty piece of pipe in there, and it could be explaining why I've got such bad discoloration, and it could even be contributing to the problem. Check it out. No, that was the clamp. Let me see this. It's not even, I don't know what it is, but it's shitty. So I got it out. Here's in the pieces. To replace the thermostat is in this housing right back here. In fact, when I look down this pipe, this tube, which connects to the top of the radiator, I can actually see the top of the thermostat. This was another tube that I believe goes to the heater. This was the electrical. There are two bolts. There's an upper bolt and there's a lower bolt. Alright, so I think I cleaned the gasket off pretty good. I think it's as good as it's going to be. I used a high grit sandpaper just to make sure it's all flat. Here's the top cover, and it goes like this. So this was pretty dirty. I cleaned it up, but it's this part you can see right there. I'm a little bit concerned about that corrosion. So talking about this stuff right here. I'm probably going to order a new one of these, but I am going to put this back. I'm going to put it all back together, put the new radiator in, probably order this part and replace it at another time. Maybe when it's not so freaking hot. Did I mention that in Arizona, how freaking hot it is? It sucks. Okay, so I think I got it. No leaks. Everything's looking all right. And the temp is staying just above 210. So in all fairness though, I've got probably 6 parts water to 1 part coolant. So we shut her down, clean everything up, head to the store, pick up some coolant, flush it out, and hopefully we got this thing fixed. Alright, so fix the Jeep. It's kind of cool that it happened on a Saturday morning. Didn't have anything planned today, so I was able to run to O'Reilly's. They had the part in stock, replace it, both the thermostat and the radiator, and everything seems good to go. But if I haven't told you already in this video how freaking stinking hot it is in Arizona, so this is what we do to cool off.